Warren Sapp.
Mic check.
Is in the motherfucking building.
Better know it.
You're one of the original outspoken shit talkers in the NFL. Now, like, everybody talks shit.
Yeah, but they do it in a social media kind of, you know, more broadcast way.
Right.
You know, we used to do it in a nice, quiet demeanor, you know. Chris Carter told one of my teammates one time, you know, he's like, man, Chris Carter talking to me. And I'm like, no, don't talk to him. You know, young guy in the league. So Chris come back and ask him, you know, like, how many years you been in the league? Now he's like, it's my 3rd year. He's like, don't you think it's about time for you to take advantage of the dental program? You know, you don't want to fall. You know, you don't want to fall into that trap.
Was
you know
Chris a good? Was he?
Oh, the worst. He's one of the best trash talkers.
On the field.
On the field, off the field, anywhere on earth, and he was never gonna curse.
So he's a good shit talker without cursing.
Oh, the best shit talker without cursing. I mean, it's clean. It is like, and it's the worst. It's like a paper cut. The one that lasts all day. Oh, he's snapping all day long. All day long.
All right, this question, I have to ask this. We're going to get into I got notes. I broke rule number 1 of the Iamrapaport Stereo Podcast.
I like it. I
got fucking no. We're doing a this is a mashup.
Podcast.
This is a mashup. So you got questions, I got questions.
Yeah.
This is my guy. Super Bowl champ. Yeah, and you're the most decorated guest I've had on the podcast. And I had some decorated motherfuckers.
Come on.
Super Bowl champ. 7-time Pro Bowl, 4-time first team All-Pro, second team All-Pro 2 years, 99.
That's not even a such thing. No second team.
Fuck that.
That ain't no
Defensive Player of the Year, All-Decade 90, All-Decade 2000s. Numbers retired, Hall of Fame. I mean, everything in motherfucking football. You're from Florida. How does my man, because I have to keep it funky, how does my man Warren motherfucking Sapp wind up butt ass in the hotel room on the video? How does my man...
Wait. What a video at?
Was there a video?
I ain't seen the video.
I ain't seen the video. Was there a video?
No, it was actually...
Surveillance?
It was me talking in the interrogation and you getting that from that.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Now,
I was telling the story. Because I'm an honest fuck. I'm just bluntly honest because I was raised by a woman that worked 3 jobs for a long fucking time. Too long. Until I retired and she watch her fish swim now. So, or she travels now. You know what? She emptied the damn fish tank. I come in the house one day and I look the fish tank empty. She's like, I'm sick of watching them damn fish swim.
That was it.
That was it. Now she travels. So, you know, but my mom was just a bluntly honest woman. Tell the truth and it's going to do what it's going to do and the sun going to come out tomorrow. And if not, tomorrow wasn't promised to you. You
came up in hard, like your mom, like she raised you?
Yeah. I was the baby of 6 kids. I mean, I never wanted my house. I mean, my sisters were 5 and 10 years older than me. My sisters kicked my ass. So, trust me. I mean, it was rough.
What part of Florida?
The middle. Orlando, Florida. Orange County, baby. Plymouth, Florida. I went to Apopka High.
And so
Blue Daughters, baby.
You're one of these dudes, because the thing I love about you, I mean, your game and your style of play and like you were like unique, and your speed and your shit talk and all your accomplishments. Like, I feel like you're like a personality. Like, when it got too real, motherfuckers are like, they want to create distance. It's like they want everything from the Warren Sapp, but then like when you know, like you talking about like you got chased every day by a German Shepherd. Like you came up like you came up.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do to make tomorrow all right.
We're in such a crazy social media, ultra sensitive place right now. I mean, it's getting tighter and tighter every day. But then we have leaders of the free world saying the wildest shit.
The wildest shit ever.
You know, so it's like a contradiction. So you could say more, but
it's gonna put you in a tighter box.
So I mean, like, you know, and I don't want to make this the whole thing of the conversation, but just in terms of like the ramifications of being a shit talker, being outspoken, being honest, and being someone like who keeps it real. Like,
you know what? I lived in a time when it wasn't social media.
I know.
Where you still had to make phone calls and you left voice messages and the texting wasn't really big because, you know, once you started a text, if a call or something came in,
and we all sort of had to learn.
Yeah, we had to learn. I mean, we were old. See, that's that 40+ club.
You learn some of the fucking lessons and shit.
Man, you learn it from your kids. You know, my little girl and my son are the best. You know, that's my captain and my sergeant. And they taught me all the technology. That's why I'm able to carry 2 phones and be okay now.
Right.
And, you know, have 1 million+ people and know how to engage. But I got taught something the other day when my son was in the contest, you know, to get on the cover of a magazine, the top 4 kids in Florida. So, you know, I got to start, you know, vote for my son. You know, my daughter hits me up like, Dad, pin it to your account. I'm like, what the hell is pin it to your account?
Right.
Man? What the hell?
You don't know.
I've been tweeting. I got awards for fucking social media, and I ain't never pinned anything to my account.
Have you gotten awards for social media?
Yes.
Because like social media is like it's fucking crazy because
no. I'm gonna tell you this. I was back in the day when I was at the NFL Network, and when I really got a real perspective of how big social media can and will become, is when my boss came in my office one day. You know, I was out there bullshit, you know, talking crazy, you know, like I say good morning all the time, good morning, and then everybody come back, and, you know, you look on there, you see one of your friends, and he be like, what up, my end, and, you know,
right.
and then you hit back, yo, what's good, where you at?
Right.
My dude came in my office was like, you responding to tweets with the N-word? I'm like, what are you talking about?
Like, who's even watching
Like, what are you talking about? So then it got to a point where I had to watch, you know, what was in the words, because that would all be on your timeline. And then it get to a point where...
That's just like tattoos.
No, I got a better one for you. It get to a point where I get like 300,000-400,000. Dude walked in my office and said, more people read your tweets than watch this network. I'm like, wait a minute, what do you mean? More people read my words than watch this network?
It's crazy.
It's crazy, man. So I was in the beginning. Rich Eisen, you know, I got to thank Rich for that, because Rich was, you know, my... You know, Brooklyn born, Staten Island boy, you know, he's a monster. So he was in it. He was like, you can help me with this social media thing. You join Twitter too.
Are you? That's
who got me on. So that's who got me with it.
So with the social media today, you know, I've said shit that you like take backs, like the ramification of it. Like, are you like, because now you got a podcast, are you like nervous? You like proofread it? Do you double proofread? Are you like...
Oh, hell no. I'm like you. I'm going.
You're going.
I'm going. I leave that to Mike and the editing staff. You got to have that, because I'm going, because you know what it is when you got your own mic and your own time and good guests and good vibe, shit just gonna fly. I mean,
especially you, man. I mean, as far as a podcast host, like you're like, as far as like an athlete to interview people. First of all, everybody's gonna answer the phone. You're motherfucking Warren Sapp.
Hopefully, I hope so.
Yo, listen, all you gotta
you MICHAEL RAPAPORT.
Sapp, all you gotta do is do your shit, talk your shit, be honest, your perspective. That's it.
That's all I've ever been.
You know the game, you know life.
That's all I've ever been, is honest. That's the thing. I'm like, why was I persecuted?
Do you feel out like you're persecuted?
No, I feel like it's always like it's a bad guy. And I'm like, what did I do that was so bad?
Mm-hmm. But you know what's fucking crazy? It's like now...
I know I used to chase the shit out of your quarterbacks and running backs and shit, but, you know, that was a part of my job.
That's your thing. That's a job requirement.
Come on. Absolutely.
If you were playing today, it's crazy because, in my opinion, it was dying down. Not necessarily that it needed to die down or the kneeling and why Kaepernick started kneeling and then other players got involved. And then, you know, these fucking rules seem to revive it. And you know what's fucked up about this season? I feel like this is going to be the storyline of the entire season. Up until the playoffs, this all we're going to be talking about. Who was on the field? Who wasn't on the field? Who played? Who fined? What? Just break down your entire take on this shit. Because for me, it's like I get the point, and I respect the point, and I support the point, but I'm so fucking tired of talking about this shit. What I want to talk about, Antonio Brown, Ezekiel Elliott, whoever the fuck.
Playoff chase.
Barkley.
Divisional, all that.
You know,
Atlanta,
Tom Brady.
All that.
This is overshadowing the entire league.
Because it's supposed to be uncomfortable. Protest's supposed to make you uncomfortable. Because... You know, they wanted to tell me that the NFL started the national anthem in, 2009? That's a lie, because I can show you pictures of me and Brooks standing on the sideline. We were side by side on the 30-yard line. My socks down, his socks down. That's what we did, because we was at MacDill Air Force Base, and General Franks used to come watch us play. Mm-hmm. You know, I got a picture of me and him with the clock was at 0 down there. He signed it for me. It was like time's up, man. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So the flowers was, I mean... stand the post or salute the people. And at no point was he ever disrespecting any of them. If you just go back to the original...
You mean
when he started?
Cap?
Yeah, Cap,
yeah,
go back. Because it ain't about facts no more. I was looking at the damn internet. Now they're going to tell me Tim Tebow was kneeling at the national anthem to protest abortion. I'm like, no. Tim Tebow was doing that when he scored a damn touchdown and shit, and he didn't score many. So it wasn't that thing, but it was just him with the... I mean, come on. We're going to make everybody a damn villain now.
So what do you make of it at this point, where we are now? Because we had the kneel, then we had Cap was out of the league, and then we had last season
was blackball out of the league.
Right. And then we have Philly beat the fucking the Patriots.
In a great game.
In a great game.
Great game.
And then this is the...
Yeah, and it's going to consume us. Why
what would you do
if
you were playing and you were as great, like, let's say you're in your prime right now. You're the voice of the league.
No.
How would you respond? What would you do?
You couldn't tell me that I couldn't have a freedom of speech. Because I hear people bang the drums all the time about the Second Amendment. Damn the Second Amendment. I understand the militia and all that bullshit. But you damn sure ain't going to tell me that all my people that died in that red clay in Georgia and Alabama and Mississippi, I don't get the... What?
Would you be having a problem as a player?
Oh, I'd have a real problem.
It's easy to say now because you're 45, but when you're 26...
when I was in the middle of it, you'd have an issue. Because I said in 98 it was a slave system. Because I wasn't allowed to get in a free agent system the way I would see my true value. And now they've gone to where you pass your 4th year as a free agent and it's your 5th year and the team has the option of picking you up. Because the Bucs just picked up Jameis Winston's $20 million. I'm like, what happened to the 4 years? You used to fight your ass off to get to that 4th year because now I'm an unrestricted free agent and I get to go test the market. You go right past that, and then there's a number that's stuck there, and that team decides if they're going to pick it up. What the hell is this? There's so many things that are different now than when I played that are so much better, but I still don't understand how they got to that point. But
how do you think this is going to end, man? In terms of like...
They're going to stop the national anthem.
They're just going to take it out.
They're going to take it out. They have to, because it was a thing to where the military was paying the NFL to do this.
Which is wild to begin with.
That's crazy to even think about. But
that is some wild shit.
Because our military is so depleted because it's a voluntary military and nobody's going anymore. I mean, nope. Come on. Unless you're Puerto Rican. That's the only people I know that go, 80% of the people going are the Puerto Ricans that are serving in the military.
Right.
If you're looking at our military, it's a Puerto Rican military.
All right, let's talk about football, man.
All right. Not no damn national anthem. Just let them sit in the damn...
Do you get asked this every day?
I got one for you. My dude used to be the head of the PR at the Detroit Red Wings, Hockey Town, USA. He used to put a tape on. That was the fastest national anthem without it being offensive or sounds like it's going fast, without any, nothing. Just
move it through.
Go. Because that starts the game. Let's go. We done sit in the parking lot for the last 4 hours getting dead drunk.
But you know what, though,
What do I need another minute and 50-something seconds?
You played in Super Bowls. You know it's gotten bigger and bigger.
No, that's fine.
Right.
That's fine.
For any given Sunday, though.
Any given Sunday, come on, man. Come on. You ain't recruit nobody you ain't getting no recruitment off that minute and 50 seconds.
All right, wait, before we get into football, we were talking about basketball. Did you play ball? Obviously,
I was a little fella. I'll show you my high school picture. I was a little fella.
You were skinny?
Ooh. I like to say skinny. You know what I'm saying?
How good a basketball player were you?
I had 1,000 points, 1,000 rebounds. What are you talking about?
Could you jump?
Dunk and everything.
Banging on motherfuckers?
Yeah. Not on nobody. I ain't never bang on nobody.
But you could get up.
I can dunk it. Yeah. My homeboy bounced it off the backboard. I go get it.
Who were the other? Wow. We're gonna post this.
I got you.
You guys send this in. Wow. That's like another. What year is that?
1991, baby.
Damn, that's a different motherfucker right there.
Yeah, that's the tight end, outside linebacker, and punter. Yeah, that's a little fella.
So you like basketball. What's your team?
You know what?
Keep it funky, man. You Miami.
No.
Keep it funky just because you ain't got no one
I was born in Orlando.
Okay.
In the 70s.
That ain't going to do nothing for you.
That ain't no football, none. Darryl Dawkins, Chocolate Thunder, left fucking Evans High School, which is my rival, and went to Philly. And there was chairman of the board, Moses Malone, 444. Mo Cheeks, Bobby Jones, World Be Free. I'm a 76er, baby. I went and seen Allen Iverson when he stepped over Tyrone Lue with 36 points. Then we went to Philly and got 4 in a row. Shaq did a
So you see Doc on the
Come
wall.
on, baby.
So you're
now you don't ever say I'm ass. I told you
because
I have to go there.
Because of Darryl Dawkins, you're a Sixers fan.
Darryl Dawkins, drug me from Orlando because everybody in Orlando became a Sixer fan because our kid from the high school was going to go play in Philly with Moses Malone.
That's
and
fucking
Dr.
dope.
J. Are you kidding me?
What's your first memory of playing in a regular season game? Who was standing across the line? Who was the quarterback? What's the thing that like where you were like, oh shit, I was at the U and now I'm in the NFL? Like when you think about that, and how old were you? What do you remember about that?
That's so funny because my first game in the National Football League is the For Who For What game with Ricky Waters. When he had left San Francisco after he won the championship,
right.
Get over to Philly. I get drafted by Tampa after Philly trades up and drafts Mike Mamula with the 7th pick.
Right.
So this is like full circle.
Right.
Randall Cunningham is the quarterback. Guy McIntyre is the guard. I mean, it's set up for us. We go in there and we get them 21-6. We win the game. Ricky Waters goes after the game, and they ask him in Philly, about a pass down the middle late in the game, and he kind of, gator-armed it. And the funny part about it is the guy that's over there, we wore those orange colors. So, any kind of orange would go by you. It's like a bus went by.
Right.
So Slim Dim went by him. Slim Dim weighs 140 pounds soaking wet.
Right.
And I'd see Dim in the locker room after the game. I'm like, Dim, you gonna knock him out when you? Dim was like, I ain't even see him.
He missed him.
He didn't even see him. He was like, I saw the ball up in the air, and I'm chasing the ball, and I'm getting closer to the ball, and all of a sudden, I look, and that was Ricky. And I was like, ooh, they were throwing it to him.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
That was your first game?
That's my first game in the National Football League.
Randall Cunningham is such an icon, ahead of his time.
The ultimate weapon.
What was he like, playing against? Like, how fast was he? How big was he?
Oh, nice, big 6'4", long,
Which
lanky.
was freaky for a quarterback at the time, right?
Long, lanky. And then he had that long galloping stride that, it looked so smooth, but he was covering some space.
How fast was he?
I never got a chance to see him open up like that Monday night, like when the Giants hit him and he came out of the knee and he run. We didn't have that kind of game against him. They were trying to pull him back at that point.
Okay.
And trying to make him more of a pocket passer because that was 89 when he did all that.
Right,
then 90, 91. So now we talking about 95.
Right.
So they trying to make him this pocket passer and made him a lot easier to sack. Thank you.
Did you get him?
Yeah, I got him that day.
Do you ever have dreams of football now?
No, I have flashbacks and moments when, the national anthem still gives me goosebumps. If I hear the national anthem, it'll give me goosebumps. Every time.
From remembering it?
No, that was game time.
Right. That shit got you hyped.
That was a trigger.
Who, and it's all right, as far as quarterbacks, just specifically, you ate motherfuckers up for, that's what you did.
Yeah.
Who's the best quarterback that you played against?
Favre.
Why?
He was always there. He was always available. No matter what you did to him, no matter how you hit him, no matter what the score was, he wasn't going nowhere. Every Sunday he's going to check in. Every play he's going to check in. Hit him good, he's going to look at you, slap you on the ass and say, good hit. I'm going back to the huddle. Reagan hit him one time. I thought he killed him. Just took him off the map. Boom, boom. Motherfucker popped up and flipped the ball. Woo! I said, you've lost your damn mind. He's like, I think so. That's what he says to me going back to the huddle. I think so. Reagan looked at me. I said, don't even worry about it, dog. Let's just keep playing. We just got to keep playing.
Do you think...
We can't knock him out, so let's just keep playing. Was it
gamesmanship or he just was like that?
That was just him. That was him. I always liken it to two country boys that lived across the street from each other and had 5 different friends that they like to go out and play, and they'll play all day long till the sun go down. You know what I'm talking about.
He was on that shit.
Oh, yeah.
For real.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
What do you think about the rules of the league now? In terms of the physicality? Obviously, safety is most important.
Listen. I love the safety of the game, but they've turned it into a dummies game.
Why?
Because you no longer have to read the defenses. Going across the middle, the Andre Reeds, them badasses, them Terrell Owens that go across the middle and scoop out of defense, that third down receiver. You know what I'm talking about, that Ricky Prohl, that badass that'll go across the middle, that bang 8 when they come, that safety coming to hit you right in your shit, and you got to accept it.
Right.
And the coach tell you, hey, right here on this bang 8, get big.
Right.
It ain't that no more. These damn kids run across the damn middle of the field like this here, waving their damn arms in his zone. Are you kidding me? You know, somebody on the other side, when you pass that linebacker, is another.
They're not.
They dumbed down the game.
Because of the lack of physicality.
No, the kids, they don't want it. They don't want to learn it. I want the easy route. I want the middle of the field wide open now. And that's what they have now is the middle of the field wide open. That used to be the most precious real estate on a football field. The middle of the field.
But why is that? Why is it not as tough? Why is it not precious anymore?
Because they've opened it up and made it an Autobahn with exits and on-ramps every damn way you want to get on there. I mean, they just opened the game up. You need 30 points to win a football game now.
Right.
That's why defense win a championship dead.
It's done?
Dead. Defense gives you a chance, and your offense has to win it for you.
And back when you guys won the Super Bowl.
Defense gives you a chance. Offense had to win it for you. My offense kicked in.
Right.
Brad Johnson and them boys kicked in. They scored. You look at all the playoff games. They scored for us. But we chipped in a couple points, too, as a defense because it was just that kind of night. We were just having that kind of night.
Well, the Ray Lewis defense that beat the 49ers that year, I can't remember what year was, is that the last of that?
Yeah.
In terms of like a defense.
And if Jim Harbaugh would have just had the balls to put it on the ground and run it, Ray Lewis hadn't made a tackle since the middle of the third quarter. His arm was gone.
Right.
And Route99 wasn't in the middle anymore.
And I
don't know what Jim Harbaugh was thinking. Just run the damn ball.
Are you able to like remember all the games from your career?
Almost.
Like random, like if I said this second, you remember all the shit.
If you give me a certain instance of something,
or if you see a picture of it, like you're able to like.
I can tell you. I can recall a little bit. Yeah, should be.
How do you feel about your guy? I mean, I think he's like almost a bigger star than anybody on his team. How do you feel about Gruden being back in the NFL?
You know what? I had the unique pleasure of being able to talk to Coach because that's my man. Go see him in his office.
You get him on your podcast yet?
No, not yet, but I'm going to Oakland get him. I'm going to Oakland get him. Come on.
This is what he already told me yes. You can do that no one else can do.
No, he told me yes. He told me yes. I got him. You a Raider man?
Fuck yeah. I mean,
I had to make sure.
I'm a New York Giants.
I never said you're a Giant super freak.
But how could you not be a Raiders fan?
Yeah, you got to be. Yeah.
I mean, we all. You like football, you have to love the Raiders. You either respect them, hate them, but I mean, if you like the NFL.
You got to know and love the Raiders. I mean, it's just what it is. The silver and black is a commitment to excellence. It's Al Davis. If you know anything about it.
Same high school, Erasmus Hall High School, Brooklyn, New York.
Hey, he tells me, you know what he told me one time? Mike Tyson would be afraid to walk in my neighborhood when I was there.
He wasn't bullshitting.
I know he wasn't.
He wasn't bullshitting.
At all. That old man do not play no games when he's telling you something. It was so sick. Oh my God. That old man told the best stories.
What, was he
ever.
Cool?
Oh my God. You couldn't wear all white like that and not be cool in a fucking cucumber on the other side of the... That son bitch was the best. That's why I call him the great Al Davis. Because head coach, commissioner of the AFL, general manager, world champ, Hall of Famer, everything you want. That's Mr. Davis to me.
So Gruden.
I had the unique pleasure of calling them Tuesdays and Wednesdays after he'd fly from wherever. And we talk football, because that's my guy. We talk football and, talk about him, Mike Tirico, and the telecast and everything. And then I'd get over there with him sometime and watch him, do his little work, I say, you doing all this damn work? Why don't you go coach you a damn team? I'm thinking about it. And every time, I'm thinking about it. Then I got a call last year and he said, I think I'm going to put the band back together. And I said, oh, shit. I mean, I didn't need to start the conversation about it. I'm like, are we coaching? Are we still in the booth, happy, making money, Corona commercials, what it do? I mean, is the fire still there? It burns like a son of a bitch. I mean, he's everything you want in a high-performance vehicle that'll go off-road in any way you want to go. I mean, he's that. I mean, we about to find out if these kids like something other than likes, views, and followers. I guarantee you, he's going to MF somebody that's got one of these little fragile egos that has never been told anything, but he's the next best thing since sliced bread. No, next best thing since Betty White. Betty White's older than sliced bread? I looked that up one time.
Is she really?
Yeah, older than sliced bread. Ain't that some shit? Older than sliced bread. Yeah, I'm telling you.
She's actually older than sliced bread.
Older than sliced bread,
That's some
dog.
funny shit.
Yeah, I looked that up. Dog, I'm like, that's some funny shit right there. Okay, you say, oh, better than, sliced bread is better than Betty White, because Betty White's older than sliced bread.
That's fucking funny.
She's older than sliced damn bread.
So go ahead, Gruden.
But Gruden, I'm telling you, he will MF you by this. I remember when he used to rip Keyshawn. What the hell, you? Blah, 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 blah. And we'd all be laughing because, there wasn't no social media world and nobody was going to find out about it. I used to, I had a joke in the locker room where I'd do the plays and come out of the huddle like a Keyshawn going the wrong way. And the guys would laugh and just, oh man, we'd have a ball with it. None of these kids would get there. You had to have tough skin to be on a football team, a basketball team. You know this. That's just them your brothers. Brothers fight and razz and pick at each other all day long, and these kids aren't ready for this.
So do you think that there's going to be some bumps in the road, conflicts of interest? Guys
not a conflict of interest. It's just going to be some people get their shit rubbed wrong, and they going to want out of there because these kids have never been treated this way.
Because he when you played for him,
oh my God,
there's no your Warren Sapp, there's no your Keyshawn.
Boom right to West Short, 358 X dagger Z in, X out. Spider 2 bananas to check. And you got to get your ass in there and call this shit as a quarterback. And he's on you. I used to go to the quarterbacks meetings with him. And Brad Johnson used to be sitting over in the corner like this here, Mike, I swear to you, like this here. And he'd be looking and he'd be like, God damn. And I'd be like, what's the matter, Brad? And John would take a break, go run, get him some coffee or something. And Brad look at me and be like, Sap, can you get him to shorten that shit just a little bit for me? I'm like, which one? He was like, that Boom West White, the short 358 X daggers. I'm like, that one? He was like, yeah. I'm like, why don't we just call it 358 X dagger Z in and that Boom right West to short? Everybody got to already know it. He's like, tell it to him for me, please. So it takes me about 2 weeks to get this done, but I get it done because I'm like, he loves this play. He calls.
He loves saying it. He loves everything about it.
He loves everything about it, and he has a check to get out of it if it's a blitz. So if it's not a blitz, it's the play he won't. But if the blitz coming, he's got to fake it and, we call it Tampa pass. Fake it to the tailback, dump it to the fullback with a flag off the end and a hook over the middle. It's just one of those plays you can get out of it, because nobody's going to pick up that fullback coming out like that for a 3-yard gain. You can have that every time. A defense will give that to you. But that 358 X dagger Z is a mother, boy. When you got to deal with that, that's an 18-yard dig coming up on the top.
Is his style of football, do you think he will adapt to the game? Since it's obviously...
No, the game has made it easier for him to do this now.
For Gruden.
Because it's wide open.
Because of his mind?
Oh, my God. He is going to show you something, and you're going to swear you know what it is, and it's going to be like, damn it, it's something else? Yes. That's all he does.
He's like that shit that we saw on TV.
Oh, my God. That was just a smidget. When a man wakes up at 3 a.m. in the morning and goes to his office at 3:15...
When he doesn't have to be there.
And he ain't coming out of that bitch until he felt like this. Okay. Eyes burning. I've been there. I'm like,
yo, you
kidding me, dude? Like, dude, what are you doing this for? He's like, I love it.
You listen, you started a podcast. I'm a little bit ahead of you. You're a fucking Hall of Famer. Do you and John Gruden just fucking football shit that I can't even... The thing is, like I'm not going to sit here and try to talk that football shit with you.
No. You know what I mean? We're going to talk that shit together.
We're going to talk that shit.
Yeah,
but you and John Gruden, you doing a podcast talking that shit.
Yeah.
That football shit, like that 380. And the stories and the grit. You have to fucking do that.
Listen. I got you.
Much listened podcast.
I got you.
Because you're starting
Because you got me now. I see now. I need a camera.
No, we did this for special occasion.
Yeah?
We just did this. Yeah, we don't do this for fucking Warren. Look, I got 4 pages of notes. Rule number 1 of the Iamrapaport Stereo Podcast.
Do not have notes.
No fact checking. I got 4 pages of notes here for fucking Warren.
We live in our world?
Yo,
I love it.
I had to bring out the notes for you. It's fucking Warren Sapp here.
I love it. I got to tell you, I used to go in his office when he was on Monday Night Football, and the refrigerator is full of Corona. Full of beer. I go in there and give me a beer, pop it open. Look at this fat ass. Look at this guy. I'm like, what you got? What you got? Look at this. And we just go through it, and it's like, what has happened to the game of the hit, hustle, the love, the passion? It's like...
Is that just, I'm throwing this as devil's advocate. Is that just... you're 45, it's change, you're player hating, or like
I know I'm that's what the kids tell you now. If you don't like follow a view, you're a hater.
Fuck you.
No, this ain't about hate.
Fuck you.
This ain't about hate.
Hey, these fucking
I
haters.
no hate.
You ain't shit. You ain't shit, and I'm a hater. Whatever you want to call it. You say, put it up. I'm a hater. I say you ain't shit.
Put it up.
Just put it up.
Put it up.
Everything's a fucking hater.
One year's a fluke.
And then they want to hate
2 years
shame
you got
you.
lucky. 3 years now we might got something.
Fuck you. You ain't shit. That's it.
Listen, they live off one catch, one run, one tweet, one post. God damn.
How long did you play in the league?
13 years.
When did you stop being great? Like when did you feel like how many years were you at your like greatest?
I had 10 sacks as a 34-year-old and I retired at 35.
You were consistent.
I just wanted to love the game like the game loved me because it took me off a dirt road. And that dirt road now bears my name. So I was not going to disrespect the game at that age. And I had looked up the stats, and it was only like 5 guys that had 10+ sacks as a 30-something-plus-year-old. You know, they put this on you, because when you hit 30, you hear the stories.
Right.
That's it. It's over.
Right.
I had won my championship, and I was 30. Now it was, what was I going to do next?
Were you 30 when you won the bowl?
29.
Do you, obviously you won in Tampa, as a fan of the game, you asked me about the Raiders, like I'm vehement. And Mark Davis, Al Davis, these are your people. You know them in a different way. I'm so offended as a fan of the NFL, the Raiders going to Vegas.
You know what? I put it on my damn thing with that damn ugly ass thing. You saw that shit with the logo with that Colonel Sanders ass mustache.
Yeah.
Al Davis rolling over in his grave.
Kicking it, right?
Oh, my God. He wants to come out of the grave and choke the hell out of Mark and whoever the hell designed that. What are they doing?
The Raiders?
No, I got this for you.
Listen, if you want to start a franchise down there, do it.
I got this for you, Mike. There's 53 guys on the football team, right? And Vegas is a gambling town, right? Now, all of a sudden, this kid's hanging out with the manager or the runner over at Sapphire, but he really doesn't know this because the guy ain't told him this, but he's a cool-ass guy that, got girls, and I'm just the L4 on the kick return team, and I play the big 4 and the little 2. You know what that is, a special team.
Yep.
Big 4, little 2. I'm never going to see the field unless it's 45-0, right?
I'm good.
No,
I'm saying he's like...
That's who you go after.
But I'm saying...
Because now I walked in the room and put 100,000...
He thinks he's good. Like
he makes 290, maybe 300 now is the minimum. It was like 193 so I just put another 100 on. So now, let's say he makes 300,000. Maybe 4. Let's put it at 400,000. So now it's 200 with taxes, right? I walk in and I drop $100,000 in front of him. And I say, when y'all are in the third, fourth quarter and they kicking off, no matter what that score is, I'm going to need that kickoff to go right up your hole. You know how easy it is for an L4 to run into an L5, and you know how big that hole is right now on a football field?
Are you saying? No,
I'm telling you something that is real. And if nobody in 345, 315, whatever the hell their new address is, if they thinking about avoiding the concussion payments with the old guys and avoiding the national anthem with this dumbass, orangutan in the White House or whatever the hell they got going on, you better be aware that why is there never an injury in the NFL not reported? Or something pop up that the line in Vegas, how close are the line every week? Right on it, right? They're right on it because they're in the locker room.
Right.
They're in the locker room. And now you're going to put a team right in Vegas? And you got a kid making $200,000 take home, and I can walk in with a $100,000 briefcase and tell him, I need that touchdown.
You know Vegas.
I know football. And if you get the L4 to run into the L3 and they fall down, the next dude is the L5 and the L2. You know how big a hole that is? You know how fast that kick returner is? And they trying to come up with new rules to make the kickoff exciting again, right? Play with it. That takes about 4 seconds to put 6 on the scoreboard.
That's real shit. That's
real shit. That's the first thing that hit my mind. I went, you walk up to the L4 and you be like, when the game is around 17-14 or 4 or 5 point game, we're kicking off. Y'all kicking off. You just scored to get back in the game. I need that kickoff going to the house or past the 50.
You threw, because I was just talking about, I was worried about dude getting caught up with the strippers. You just talking
about some strippers and bullshit. No, I'm talking about the goddamn.
I was talking about like a defensive tackle.
I'm talking about some real money. I'm talking about some real money. Some real money.
Is that a concern for you?
When I heard it, I went.
That's the first.
If nobody in the league realizes this, because they live there now. Now Monday is there. When you get finished watching the tape on after Sunday, Monday, Tuesday's normally the off day. So now we got Monday afternoon, Monday night to go do whatever I want, go hang out, have a good time,
You're
whatever.
23 from Alabama.
Get patted on the back. You the L4. You are the right gunner. You are
What about the fucking star slot receiver who's,
makes too much money? You don't want to touch him. Because now you're asking a star to become
right. There's too many eyes on it.
The next headache
I
out
got
at
you.
ASU. Or,
I got you.
The guys, the BC guys or whatever. You don't touch the star.
You kicked some real shit.
You touch the guy that makes $200,000 and you just dropped 100 in front of him.
Right. And he's from the swamp somewhere.
Listen, man, that man don't know Hillbilly Jim from Hillbilly John. I'm telling you, we talking about the X's and O's. It's the Jimmys and Joes.
When I ask you quarterbacks, we talked about Randall. You said he wasn't the great Randall.
No, that wasn't the ultimate weapon. He was in the agent. But then he shows up in Minnesota and him and Randy Moss go on
They
a tear.
did their thing.
Trust me, I was underneath that gun too.
You were dealing with that.
I was underneath that gun too.
Dan Marino, John Elway, Steve Young, Troy Aikman, Tom Brady, Mike Vick, Steve McNair, Tony Romo, Eli Manning, Peyton Manning, Ben Roethlisberger.
Did you just find my sack list?
No, you got all these fucking guys.
Oh no, almost. But no Romo,
let me just pick a name.
No Mike
like
Vick.
when you say this guy was what as a quarterback, John Elway.
Oh my God, the gunslinger with that pigeon toe. I grabbed him one time in '96, had him wrapped up, finna take him down. He flipped it with his left hand. I wanted to slam him, but I had so much respect for him, I just let him go. I'm like, you son of a. And he laughed at me. We still laugh about it to this day. I mean,
he remembers.
Oh.
You had him?
Oh, because I grabbed him and I was rapping him and I went to rap him. And that's when I realized then is no respect. You have to dirty dog him and then tell him after the game how much you loved him. As a kid growing up. You got to dirty dog him while the play's going on. Then after the game, I'm going to express how much I love you and how much, you meant to me as a kid and all of that. Yeah.
But in that moment,
I had the respect for him.
Damn.
And he flipped it out on me. I went, son of a. And I said to myself then, that's the last time that'll ever happen.
Steve Young.
Oh.
Why was he so special? He's a little dude, right?
You know what? And I tell people this all the time. This is what John Gruden was going to do with Chris Sims, was going to flip your offense, because now when a right-hander drops back, he's viewing the field from this way back that way. Mm-hmm. You flip it the other way with a left-hander. It's going the other way. Is that a big
advantage, the left-handed quarterback?
It's just like a left-hander in basketball. Like Chris Mullin and most left-handers are special guys. When
you mentioned Chris Mullin because I kind of remind you of Chris Mullin, right?
No. It's just that New York flavor, baby. You know what I'm saying?
That was my guy
that boy was beast, St. John, Big East. 94 Defensive Player of the Year, Big East right here, baby. Come on, baby. No, that's Big East, baby. I'm with Pat.
But that wasn't the real Big East, though.
That is the Big East.
That wasn't the real fucking Big East. The Big East. Listen, the Big East is fucking St. John's.
They didn't play football.
I know.
I got nothing to do with that.
Okay. With the foot, I got it.
I'm still Big East. I got nothing to do with
my
that.
Big East
but
basketball.
St. John's and all of St. John's, Syracuse.
Boston College.
Yeah. The Georgetown, all that. Seton Hall.
Those are my fucking guys.
That's it.
Villanova.
Come on, Nova. Come on. With the man was so high, he shot the ball all that.
The McLean brothers.
High as hell, shooting that thing, and everything fell that night. Everything fell that night.
All right, so I interrupted you. Steve Young, sorry.
Steve Young, that guy. The most accurate passer in the game until these new kids came up and everything opened up. Where now it's just it's crazy. But Steve Young was the purest of passers. I mean, he could deliver the ball. Yeah.
This guy, I mean, he's still going. The fact that he's still going. Tom Brady.
The greatest.
Why?
Because we measure him by championships. We measure them by playoff appearances. We measure them by playoff performances. And if you got anybody that was down 28-3 and said, the hell with that, we coming back and I am not going to hold out a championship,
The fact that he even said Julian Edelman, he had the balls to see. Julian Edelman is a nasty fucker too. Listen. I remember when I heard them say it's gonna be a hell of a story. I was like, motherfucker, there ain't no story. I'm going to sleep. The fact that they were even talking that shit.
That's how you believe, because it's an old additive that we only need these 53 men in this locker room to believe in what we believe in. But that's the God, the honest truth. Because the coach is just calling that shit. You got to make it go. I'm telling you, it ain't about the X's and O's. It's the Jimmys and Joes. I'm telling you, when you got a special group of motherfuckers that believe that this is us, you can go get it.
That was crazy.
That's crazy. Because Atlanta, only thing you needed to do was, after Julio makes the catch, run it 3 times in a row, kick the field goal. They have no more timeouts. You're up 11. Who the fuck didn't do that math? That's simple. After they call timeout, that's simple math.
Yeah, that was...
Yeah, that's nuts getting tight in a big game and you don't know what to do.
It's all that,
situational football. Situational football is what Belichick teaches his team. And they knew exactly what was going to happen, because after Atlanta made the catch, they just lined up like this was a normal situation. No, this was dire straits. We're about to send the fucking house at you because we need the ball back and that clock stopped right now. They didn't even know they were going to blitz them like that.
I can't stand the Patriots, but obviously I respect the shit out of them. You know, my Giants beat their ass.
You got to respect
What do you think about these players? I can't remember his name. I was talking about that are coming out and saying it's no fun. He played for Belichick. It's no fun playing for the Patriots. Amendola took a little shot, like saying, you know, I want to be free.
All right.
What do you think about that?
No. We've always heard this, that you will sacrifice to win championships.
What do you sacrifice?
Money. Accolades and all. Richard Seymour might have been one of the finest defensive tackles to ever play in the National Football League, and nobody will ever know it. Because he played New England, won championship after championship, didn't have many sack numbers, didn't have many great years, never won a Defensive Player of the Year, didn't go to many Pro Bowls, but was a great defensive tackle.
In your prime, if you had gotten drafted and you played for Bill Belichick, would you... Forget now with perspective. I'm talking about when you were...
No. I think Bill had a plan for me, because when he was in Cleveland, he wanted to draft me and put me with Michael Dean, Perry, Dan Footman, and the other guy that they had up there. I mean, he wanted to draft me in Cleveland. But what you know Mike
about
Lombardi
your personality and like the greatness that you emerged into.
I think a great defensive coordinator like Bill Belichick would have found me a spot to fucking let me go get me 100 sacks like I got. I mean, that's what you go do. When you find a talent... He found a way to go let Lawrence Taylor invent a whole new position.
Right.
That's what you do. When you find something that's a talent like that, like Brady, you go put pieces around it. You go get a Randy Moss. You go break Jerry Rice's damn record. You see what I'm saying? You go after Don Shula with 17-0. You know, that's what you do.
When you hear these guys saying, like, when they're acting like it's not fun or be free, you can't be yourself the Patriot way, is that... Like saying,
I don't think
you're not about that life?
You know what?
Or is there validity in that shit?
When the Keep It Real fucking community send a check, then you tell me about fun and keeping it real and all that bullshit. You know what New England is.
Right.
It's Bill Belichick's goddamn Bill and Tom's Excellent Adventure.
Right.
And if you like to go to 10 Super Bowls, you come over here and join us. If not, then carry your ass over there to Cleveland and act the jackass and lose 16 games and then fire up and get the first 6-1 quarterback since Mike Vick. Hey, enjoy yourself.
Mike Vick.
Oh.
How good
I got a story for you.
Give it to me.
You remember that run he went on in like 2000? No, 2001. Because Simeon had just got to me. 2001 when he went crazy in Minnesota and threw the ball in the stands. Went to Carolina and did them in the daytime. Then like 2 weeks later did them on a Sunday night game or something.
Killing them.
I mean, just like week after week after week. It's like highlight after highlight, right?
Yep.
So we're in the meeting. We got Mike Vick this week. And Simeon, for some reason, I said he was moonlighting as a male stripper or something. Because I'm telling you, as soon as we got in the meeting, the light went off, he gone. Gone. So we in this meeting and he's sleeping like usual and Brooks and him over there. So you gonna let your man sleep? I said, as long as he play like he play on Sunday, leave him the hell alone. He can sleep all he want on Wednesday and Thursday. That don't mean shit to me. I'll give him the call. Whatever we watch it, I'll let him know what we got up here off this board. So long story short, Mike Vick in this bit, I mean, my God damn. 30-yard run, 40-yard, 50, touchdown. I said, yo, Pimp. That's why you call him Pimp. Hey, Pimp. Oh, yeah, what's up? I said, man, you might want to get some of this, dog. This shit is special. So he go to watch. 3 plays in a row. He go for another 50, 60.
Oh, you're watching tape.
I mean, no, third down after third down in a row, like the next third down in the Carolina game, the next third down in the Minnesota game, the Minnesota game, now back to the Carolina game in the daytime, then the Carolina game at night. It's just it's the third down reel, like every third down Atlanta's had in the last 5 weeks. We're watching this, and I swear to God, 7 out of every 8 is a 40-plus yard touchdown or a sick-ass run where making people miss. So send me and watch about 3 of these in a row, and he put his hand up. And I look over at him, I'm like, yo, man, you know it's dark as hell in here. Nobody can see you right now. So he yell like, hey, money. You know, because that's how we had to do it. You had to yell out because it's jet black dark, and he's up there running the clicker, and nobody's going to see you with your hand up. Just yell it out. Hey, money. Yeah, Simeon. Simeon say, is this like a highlight tape or something?
It was that crazy.
Dog. I'm going to get this tape for you because I know the old video guy down in Tampa. I think he still got it. But I'm telling you, this third down reel was like, my God.
So what was it like when you were out there with him?
Nothing like that, because we never got him in a position where he opened up on us like that. We everything he was doing was like quick stops and then take off, then we get him on the ground. I mean, we had a plan, and we had Derrick Brooks.
Right.
We had a plan because I wasn't going to let him go right up the middle because that's how he gets started. Once he goes this way, then everything side to side is a lot easier once you're going that fast.
Was he the fastest quarterback that you played against?
Ever.
By not even close?
Ever.
Like fucking like
ever.
Quick?
Ever.
Everything.
Shit, he outrun a bunch of the running backs I went up against. Chris Johnson maybe? The only back I think
in his
Michael
prime,
Bennett.
He was that fast.
My God. It was no angle. It was like that Dion fast. Like he's just running. Like just going. And it's effortless. Oh my God.
Okay, I'm gonna go to running backs. You played a game. I mean, Edrin, LaDainian.
There's only one running back.
Adrian Peterson, Ricky Williams, Terrell Davis, Frank Gore, Jamal Lewis.
Still ain't call his name.
Tiki.
Priest Holmes. You are old as me. You
Emmett
still ain't
Smith,
call his name?
Barry Sanders.
There he is.
I saved the best for last.
There he is.
Okay. I don't need the other guy. It's Barry Sanders, and then I should have flipped the list. No question.
I love EJ. EJ was one of those diagonal runners that can get it done. I mean, Chris Johnson was just, you give him a crack and he's gone. I mean, he just Florida fast. I mean, that's what he was.
Florida fast.
Yeah.
Why you motherfuckers so fast down there?
You know the damn orange grows. You know that thick ass sand that the oranges grow in? We run through them shits. And then when the green oranges are out, we have green oranges fight and throw them at each other. And you gotta run.
This Florida shit is real.
Yeah, and then you go down to Belgrade, they got that mulch where they out there chasing the damn rabbits out there in the corner.
That's real shit, right?
That's real shit. Listen, man, when you don't have money, we don't have
Speak on it.
We don't have the Y to go to. They don't build us basketball courts, with shade over the. You ever seen those damn things in Puerto Rico and those damn South American countries with a shade over the top? I'm like, if they'd have built us one of those in the damn country, we'd have played basketball all day. That's why y'all can play basketball. It gets cool up north. We can't touch that shit. No. We got to entertain ourselves other ways and make $1. Because mom ain't buying no $100 shoes.
Right.
Them Jordans you want, buddy, you better go to work for them.
Right.
You ain't no $100 shoes around here, buddy.
I hear you.
You know mama buy them Bobos for your ass in a heartbeat. Bobos is $1.99. Bobos make your feet feel fine.
So when you think of Barry,
I think of a nightmare. I used to hate the damn practice.
How low was he?
Oh my God, right on the ground. We talking about
like a little fucking bowling ball?
Yeah. A butcher knife that'll cut your ass in half as he's on his way for 6. He had 2 80-yard plus runs in a game against us. And you know what my defensive coordinator walked in and said? Now, if we take away those 2 runs, he had 1.7 yards a carry.
Yeah, right. That means jack shit.
That makes jack shit when I got to watch this damn tape right now. This man went for 80 and 82 in the same game.
So Barry's first, and I said him last. I said Emmitt Smith and all these other guys. So when I say Barry, who's second? After Barry Sanders, you say is the best. Like who's like, I need to get some fucking sleep.
LaDainian
was a motherfucker.
Yeah. That was my Oakland years. And I just told him one thing when Marshall Faulk too. Him and Faulk.
Yeah, he's on my list too.
Him and Faulk. Because I'm talking about every down backs. You know these damn first, second down backs that can't catch. Adrian Peterson, you can't catch. You can't get on the list.
Is that their fault though? Like, let expire.
Yeah. Okay. Tell me a basketball player who don't use his left damn hand. Is it his fault?
No.
It's not.
No,
He's
it's
in the
his
damn
fault.
gym every day.
It's his fault. It's his
You're
fault.
a football facility every day.
But let me ask you this.
That football gets thrown every day.
But let me ask you this question. If I throw you a football, you can catch a football. When they explain this to me, and I'm not challenging because I want to know, because I know what I know and I know what I don't know. When you say a running back can't catch, you don't mean that literally, right?
Yeah, I do.
Like
he fight the ball, like he fights it. Like he throwing the ball, he'll try to grab it. That's not catching the ball. Catching the ball is... So what you have to do is get that little tether and tie it to the chain and sit there and throw it and it'll come back. You ever had that? You remember that tether?
Absolutely.
You have to put work into your craft.
So when you say as good as Adrian Peterson, one of the greatest...
He'll never be on the list for the greatest running back of all time.
Why?
He's not a 3-down back. He's coming out on 3rd down. I don't know if it's protection, but I think it's his catching because I've seen the screens. It's ugly. A man that
because he
fluid,
can't catch.
That man, you ever shook his hand?
No.
Oh
is he a
God.
fucking beast?
Dude, you know when I go up to him and I tell him, I tell him his face. I love him all the time. He's like, yo, OG right here, baby. Come on. Da. He's like, I know. My God, he will bring you to your knees. And for a man that has that kind of ability to squeeze and not be delicate with that ball, can catch.
See, I find that so fucking interesting because, like, I'm saying, like, so you mean can't catch at an NFL level? Not like
in your backyard, he'd have trouble throwing the ball back and forth.
Okay,
this ain't no shit that just happened when you go to work.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because like when you hear that as a fan, I'm like, what do you mean you can't catch? I can catch a fucking football.
Because if you watch him, he works out, he runs. You never see him working on his hands. Because his strength is, I'm a powerful running back. You can hand the ball to 30 times. He's just in the wrong era for it.
So when I show you this list of these guys here, like obviously you respect all these guys, but who of them can't catch? I'm saying this, Jamal Lewis, right?
Jamal Lewis,
right? But his career was so short.
Yeah, and Tiki had to learn how to catch and stop fumbling. Terrell Davis just was special. He was special. He was just one of those guys. And Frank Gore, I mean, with all the knee problems he had, but Jamal couldn't catch. You know,
Frank
Jamal
is still
Frank's still gonna run. Frank gonna run that thing until, oh my goodness. Frank's special. Frank's just one of those guys that was built to play this game until you pry the helmet from his cold dead fingers. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Defensive guys in the NFL. First of all, when you grew up as a fan of football, who was the guy that you looked at that inspired you about football? Defensively.
No defensive player. Not back then. Not in the 70s and 80s. Everybody wanted to be a running back. And my brother was a running back in high school and ran for 348 yards and 5 touchdowns in front of my eyes. So my brother was it for me. Nobody on TV, nobody in the NFL. My brother. I got to sit and eat with him. And he had a state championship jacket from Texas he had done won and brought it back to Florida. He was everything to me. I mean, that was my guy. I mean, shit, we was playing out in the yard, and one of my homeboys grabbed a ball and was like, I'm on their lights, and we all stopped. Like, you can't, that's sap, brother. You can't be, because you always had to be somebody. Earl Campbell, Tony Dorsett, whoever it was. You remember that?
Of course.
That was us, Sweetness, Walter Payton. Come on, man. Carrying the ball like a loaf of bread, Pony and stepping with them kangaroos with the pocket on the side. Come on, baby.
Walter was
beautiful
to watch.
Lawrence Taylor was the first person that all made us go, oh my God.
Made it sexy, right?
Oh boy, made it so sexy. I mean, Lawrence was everything. I mean, the stories of him climbing up the side of the building in North Carolina and then throwing the desk out and everything. I mean, Lawrence was everything.
Then
Deion made it even more fashionable to want to be that defensive guy.
But he was like a freak.
Yeah,
because he was
could do anything. He could do anything.
This is my opinion. You're gonna like this. Lawrence Taylor is the greatest football player ever because, and it'll never be duplicated, he's the only full-fledged crackhead to win MVP.
Listen.
Tell me I'm lying. That'll never be happening. Hopefully it'll never happen again.
Listen.
On crack.
My light-skinned,
you're from Florida.
My light-skinned brother would not like you said that about him.
About LT?
Yeah. He wouldn't say crack. I don't think he said crack.
No. He was on all that good shit.
Yeah.
Sap.
Listen, Lawrence gave him apple juice one time in a piss test.
He's my guy.
Oh, that's my guy. I just left him at the Bo Jackson. I mean, that's my guy. Trust me. That's my guy.
The greatest football player ever.
Yeah. I'll give it to you. Oh, yeah,
I mean, crack is not a performance-enhancing drug.
No. Listen to this. Listen to this. Because
motherfuckers can't tie their shoes on crack.
Me and Phil Sim was on Showtime inside the NFL for 4 years. And I done been to the house with the mama and the babies, everything.
You got the stories behind the stories.
No. Just one. Just one for you. He said one night him and Bill Parcells, that's my Hall of Fame classmate too, Bill Parcells. So this is my whole little triangle right here between these three. One night they in their late night playoffs. Security guy hits the door about midnight. Bro, coach. And he looks and see Phil. He's like, I say what you got to say. There's no secrets between me and Phil. He's like, Coach, Lawrence just hit the back door. Coach looked over at his wife and said, shit, let him go.
Didn't matter. 4
sacks the next day. It was, you got to know when to hold him, know when to fold him sometimes, baby. And hey, know when to walk away and know when to let that man run. So, let him go.
All right, defensive players now, Sap. Who do you like? Who excites you? Who's great? Who's overhyped? You don't have to shit on anybody. Who's great? Who's great?
No. What gets me excited is 99. Aaron Donald. We talking about the defensive player of the year as I look at it. But I remember when I saw him.
He's a fucking beast,
right?
I
remember when I saw him coming out of Pitt, another Big East. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. I watched him come out and they were asking me on the network, who I thought. I said, Aaron Donald is the closest thing I've seen that can, move and shake like I did. Because that was always right? No, we're about the same size.
Really?
Well, now he's bigger than me.
No,
now,
I'm saying in your prime.
No. He's not taller, no way more than me.
Oh, shit.
He's maybe just a little smaller because I think he's like 6'2", 290, 285.
Damn.
And I was like 6'2" and a half, 300.
You were 300?
Yeah, 307 that day I went with Brett Favre talking all this shit in the playoff game. 307. And the only reason I know that because Favre comes out and was like, how much you weigh? What the fuck you mean how much I weigh? Today? He's like, yeah. I'm like, I didn't weigh myself this morning before I came to the stadium. Why? So he goes in the huddle, call the play, come out. The damn program say you weigh 276, red 18.
Are you serious?
I swear to God. We have the damn conversation in the middle of the play. He hands it off. I go there. We tackle Dorsey 11, get him on the ground. I pop back up. I say, that's what I weighed when I checked in the training camp at 276. I say, last Friday, I was 307. I knew it. I'm like, what are you saying? You think you can outrun me? Don't worry. You'll get your shot.
That's fucking dope.
Oh, my God. Chased him all day long.
That's fucking dope.
That son of a bitch. I'm telling you, it was like two country boys that knew each other across the street, and we just had 5 different friends that we just like to go out and play till the damn sun go down.
That's fucking dope.
Frank Winters hated it. Oh, Frankie Dunkin' Donuts.
Why?
Frank told him, the more he talks, the better he plays. That's what he told Favre.
Because gets you going.
Oh, it's just one of those things to where...
It just adds, it's hot sauce on it.
Oh, my God. Hot sauce, tartar sauce, all that good shit. Whatever mix you got, a little mustard too, yeah.
All right, so Aaron?
Oh, Aaron Donald gets me excited. I want to see what J.J. Watt when he gets back because,
Is he great?
You know
when
what?
He's healthy, the injuries...
You know what? No. And I say this because I've yet to see one game where they said, you two have him. And he does not make a damn play today. Because I've been in that damn blender where 2 dudes are signing me and they ain't leaving.
They're just shutting you down.
They're not trying
Life
to go.
or death.
They're not trying to go to the next level. It's me and him on you today, big boy.
So you say he's not great?
Not in my eyes, because a great player you would have to have a plan for. And I watched too many Sundays where he's just playing. Now, is he getting the numbers? Is he productive? No doubt about it. But I watched the Jacksonville game, and you can watch it yourself. He makes 3 plays, and they're all on bootlegs. Not one time does Jacksonville run the fake boot and run the play underneath him where you got to make the tackle on the running back. They don't even run that play. They go to the boot first. I'm like, he's playing the boot, assholes. Ain't y'all watching the tape?
You could see it from TV.
I'm watching the shit. It's too easy. Defensive lineman. You know what the best part of an offensive lineman?
What?
They can't lie. The biggest lie offensive lineman will tell you is that. Flash trap. He'll flash you and go away.
Well, explain that. Explain it in basic terms, Sap.
All right. If I'm on the line of scrimmage and you across from me and you the 3 technique, when this ball snap, if I have to reach block you, my first step is a reach block.
Which reach block means?
I'm trying to take you over.
Okay.
So now we can get outside and stretch this play down the thing. If it's a slip block to where now me and the tackle going to combo, I'm going to take a step and then I'm going to go. If it's a double team where we coming at you, I'm going to go at you and it's a double team. There's no lying in that. If it's a pass play, I'm going to go with pass. Now, play action, that's a half false lie. But the biggest lie you get told is a flash trap and they go away. That's
and you're reading this.
Oh, no, I'm looking at this big fat-ass gut. He ain't going nowhere without this.
Yeah, that's where you have your eyes?
No, my eyes are at the V of his neck. Because when I take off at the V of the neck, then it rises. Then his guts coming in front of me. And it's either going that way, this way, or that way.
I got you.
See what I'm saying?
That's what that's that football shit.
Yeah, it's just like a visual thing.
And when you
just take off and you trust your eyes and your feet and hand follow.
And you break that shit. That's how you got to break that shit. But
it's just that simple. You can see it. It's right in front of you. He's not going to lie to you. He's going to take off and come right at you.
Offensive lineman is not going to lie to you.
They can't lie.
They can't.
You ain't got that kind of time.
Who's the best offensive lineman?
Larry Allen. You talking about, man?
Why?
Bench plus 600 plus pounds, run a 4.6.
That's an animal. That's a beast. That's beast mode for real.
The first time I saw him live, I was at my first Pro Bowl, and I'm out there like a kid in the candy store. Reggie White's right there, John Randall's right here, Stubblefield, Derek Thomas is on the other field, Cortez Kennedy. All my icons. Emmitt Smith rode to practice with me and Brooks. We were having a damn good. Like kids. All of a sudden, I'm in practice, and you got to be a stationary guy in the Pro Bowl. They really don't let you deviate a defense. Man, Larry Allen came around this damn corner. I'm talking about like that. I'm like, what the? I'm like, is that a 340-pound man just went by me? My God. I had never seen nothing like that. And from that point on, I wanted some. I dreamed of it. We played each other like 3 times, but from that point on, I dreamed of it. He was that. And I had Randall McDaniel. That's the second guy. Those two, the most athletic, strong, smart, physical, dominating, and neither one of them would talk to you. That's what I hated about both of them.
You would try to engage.
Man, I chased Larry Allen all the way to the sideline one time, tried to get him to talk to me.
He wouldn't say shit.
Wouldn't say a word. You would get out my face. That's all he said.
You know why you're great? Because you said you saw him, you were impressed by his size, his whole physical shit.
I wanted some.
That's why you're Warren Sapp.
I wanted some. That was the test.
That's
that
why.
Was the test.
But that little shit right there.
You know what? I say this all the time because I heard Michael Jordan say this. Kobe Bryant was that guy because Kobe would guard you on the other end.
Right.
He'd give it to you down his end because he was
You got to be able to give it as good as you take it.
And now come defend. And that was the thing. He was like, they won't defend him. Jordan used to always say, they won't defend him. Why won't they go defend him? And I used to say, and I used to watch it. I'm like, he's telling the damn truth. Like, they won't come defend him. But he'll go defend their ass, but they will not come on that other end and step back to him like, well, come on. That boy's an assassin. Ooh, I love the Black Mamba.
Oh, please. He's
straight cold-blooded.
Mean.
Cold-blooded. And told on Shaq like that. Shaq's the best, man. The best ever, dog. 7'2", lean down, listen to your story.
The best.
Dog, I was with him in Orlando, trust me.
Special guy.
The salt of the earth.
The salt of the fucking earth.
The salt of the earth, boy. If you've got somebody to say something bad about Shaq, I'm coming to see him.
I agree.
Right?
I agree.
Dog, Shaq's the best, dog.
He to be that big, to be that famous, to be that great, and he played bully ball, but he wasn't a bully
at all.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like
at all.
Like
that little bump and stuff in the paint. He would
do his shit, and but he wasn't like
no. He wasn't Wilt Chamberlain. I'm gonna step on your throat and bust your head open.
He did all that, but he didn't.
But he did it in a
grace,
kind of goofy, cocky, kind of joking way to you.
He'd get in your shit. And
a little bit, but you knew he wasn't gonna rip your head off. You knew he wasn't. He was just too good of a guy. He was too good of a guy. He was too good of a guy to do it.
Yeah, not to say that he wasn't mean, but like
no.
There's
but
you
touch him in a certain spot, and he go.
But to be that guy and handle it and the sense of humor, like he's a special dude.
Yeah, solid the earth.
All right, we said Aaron Donald. Who else? There's got to be another fucking player in the NFL that you like.
Von Miller?
I was just going to throw that.
You lost your damn mind.
That's what I'm throwing. I'm saying.
I love pass rushers, my man.
Okay.
The Vic Beasley in Atlanta, I wish his ass would have, showed up in the playoffs, because that's when you get your name. It's not in the regular season when you get to 16 games. That's just that. It's when everybody's watching and everybody wants
Vaughn
to see.
showed up.
What? That boy.
He showed up.
Man, I remember sending him that text message before he played Cam Newton. I say, nephew, you got to take it over from start to finish. And he texted me back, I got you, Unc. I'm like, oh, somebody finna get it. I'm like, somebody finna get it. That boy, and he loves it. That's,
What does that mean?
Because you see the change in the switch, in the long arm, in the technique. You can watch a great pass rusher and know someone that loves it, because this ain't something you just fall out of bed and do. This is the hardest job on earth. Don't tell me nothing about no damn pitcher. Don't tell me nothing about hitting no damn round ball with no round damn bat. None of that shit. Rushing the passer.
Why is it the hardest?
I don't know the play. I don't know the snap count. I don't know the protection. And that damn quarterback's got a clock in his head that he don't want to be hit. And the last time I checked, if you pretty good at this, they got a plan for your ass.
Right. For the defender.
They got a plan for your ass, because if they don't have a plan for you, the game is over.
Right. So Vaughn is a motherfucker.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I call him the blind assassin. Them damn glasses. God damn. I'm like such a nice guy, too. He's a good dude, too, boy. I'm talking about one of them good brothers, too, boy. Oh, I'm talking. And them damn glasses, he will not take them off. Oh, my God.
Is that a look, or can that motherfucker not see?
He can't see.
Who's your favorite offensive player in the NFL?
Right now?
Right now. Like, who's a guy, like, if you're flipping the channels, you're gonna stop to watch?
There's too many quarterbacks. All them damn quarterbacks, the Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, when they on, any of them, Matt Ryan, any of them, when they throwing that damn ball, when they spinning it, it's something to watch. But I love to watch a game where you spinning it, and now you got to deal with a defender coming after that ass, and now you got to adjust. You know what I'm saying? I want a good game. I want both sides to be able to rush the pass. I want both sides to be able to run the ball, dump it off, do something. That Comeric boy is damn good down in damn New Orleans. I mean, shit. Him, Dante Freeman, McCaffrey in fucking Carolina. Where these damn little scatbacks coming from right
little
now, boy?
Motherfuckers.
Whoa, because the field's so wide open.
I'm gonna throw more names.
It's wide open. Come on.
Quick hits. Cam Newton. Is he great?
No.
Why not?
Who the fuck shows up at the Super Bowl and pops like that? Yo, we saw you look at the ball. That's the church's money. Dive your ass in that nose first. You've been playing football since you were a little bitty boy. Oh, no. You didn't just do that at the biggest stage in the world and then show up with the press conference with your hoodie on and you ain't got nothing to say? Remember he told us he was going to do something that no other black quarterback had ever done in the Super Bowl? I guess he ain't old enough to remember January 26, 1992 when Doug Williams won the MVP. Or Russell Wilson winning it a couple years before. I guess, these kids is just 15 minutes of the last thing they saw, because he did do something that no other black quarterback did at the Super Bowl. He went there and pouted like a little bitch with them ugly ass, what do they call those, capri pants?
They need to put a dress code in for all that.
Hey, man, just stop it.
Stop.
Just stop it. What was the 4-4? What was the 4-4 at the draft with the? I was looking at the shoes and this. Oh, it's this area code. Really? On the shoes?
Put some fucking clothes on, man. Odell, is he great?
No.
Can he be great?
Yes, but you have to put in the work that now is a week in, week out thing. To where that great catch you made with them gloves, because you can't make that catch without those gloves. I mean,
right. I mean, talk about running back that can't. Anybody can catch them.
That's what makes it so bad. I'm telling you, you can.
My son, I thought he was going to be in the NFL.
It stops the ball from rotating. It stops the ball from spinning.
In the tracks.
It stops the ball from spinning.
I saw some fucking Jewish white kids with them gloves on. I was like, these are the best football players ever. 9-year-old. Fucking. And then I put the gloves on. I was like, I'm fucking.
Hey, man, it's modern technology. I remember when we used to wear those Newmans, and if a drop of water got on you, take them off and throw them right in the middle of the field.
They banned Stickum with my man Lester Hayes.
Yeah, Lester Hayes. But yeah,
this
but
is
he
the
was
brand
dripping.
new Stickum.
Oh, it's better than Stickum.
But it's literally like
it don't drip. They don't get wet. You ain't got to worry about them. They got an endless supply of them on the sideline for you.
So
unbelievable.
Okay.
He can be, but you got to give me something more than just one-handed catches. I want the 18-yard dig. I want that square in. I want that cross the middle. I want that. I want it all.
We need it.
I want it all.
9 yards.
You know what I call Randy Moss the guillotine because he chop your head off. 80 yards is over. 70 yards is over. Terrell Owens was an ice cream scooper. He take chunks out of you. I mean, big chunks.
Right.
Yeah. He look at you like, damn, who bit in my ice cream? T.O. Motherfucker taking chunks out you. That's what you need as a receiver. Give me something other than just this spectacular one-handed catch in the corner on the sideline. And that he was looking for the one-handed catch when he messed up his ankle, because if you make that catch, you think about putting your feet on the ground. Once you do this and it goes through your head, now the body relaxes, and then you get rolled up.
Right.
That's how you get hurt.
What receivers? Who else? Antonio's.
Oh, Antonio's
Julio's
ridiculous.
fucking beast.
I mean, his dad was touchdown Eddie Brown. I mean, you got to understand. I mean, horses don't make sheep. I've been telling people this for years. If you work over there at the construction site and you running your kid over there every Saturday afternoon, running his head up against the football, not good chances he's going to be good at that. Horses don't make sheep.
Who else?
I mean, let's look. I mean, what we got?
Julio's a fucking beast.
Oh, Jesus. The size of these kids.
It's the evolution of man, right?
I don't know. I said steroid in the milk because my mom and dad ain't that big. You remember that red top?
Yeah.
That's the only thing I'll feed my son. If you, boy, I'm that homogenized. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That red top, baby.
These are some
it's
new
steroid in that milk. I'm telling you, dog.
The evolution of man, like Cam Newton's size.
Cam Newton's ridiculous.
He's like bodyguard size. Like
Bigger than bodyguard.
That motherfucker's huge.
He makes some bodyguards want to go to the gym. That's what I'm telling you. And then Dante Culpepper was like that too. It's just a couple dudes that are really freak. Calais Campbell. Oh my God.
He's just like the size of a door.
2 of them going sideways. It's just ridiculous the size of some of these people, man. I mean, but that's the game that we're playing. They're getting bigger and stronger.
Ezekiel Elliott. What is your take on him? The talent and then all this other shit.
I'm questioning the talent because the offensive line, when it was intact, ran great. When it wasn't, I ain't see that. Well, let me go and just get this 3 yards and maybe I can bust a tackle or whatever. You see that pouting and ain't no holes opening and that griminess. Because the last time I checked, when you run for that kind of yards, people circle you. And now you got to come back now with a new plan. Because if you do it 1 year, you got lucky. Do it 2 years, that could be a fluke. 3 years, now we might have something called consistency. And these kids want to be flown to the top of the list and the greatest thing since Betty White, you know what I'm saying? And I don't understand it. It can't be that instant gratification, son. Really?
Well,
How about Dez Bryant? How can you go from being one of the most dominant, violent receivers? You remember he used to catch that ball and I'm like, man, that's a violent-ass receiver after he catch the ball. Now they talking about making him a slot and he doesn't have a team.
Is that his personality? Is that his age? Is it
a combination of all?
Is he
because
great?
No.
Is he Hall of Fame?
No. Won't even make the semifinalists with what's going on now. I mean, it's just that simple. You have to have a body of work to talk about the Hall of Fame, and we talking about splash in the pan. That's what that is, splash in the pan. No consistency. Jason Witten has a shot, but there's not many tight ends in the Hall of Fame.
Right. Is he gonna with Dez? Is he gonna wind up? What do you think his outcome is gonna be for this season? Because as of the recording of this,
I don't know about a job. I don't think he has one. It's going. You know what I heard through the grapevine? Around $3 million, and somebody assigned him around that number.
So it's a money thing
for him now because he got offered 8.
Right.
I don't know what's
and
wrong
now
with $8
they're
million.
like, you taking the 3, and it's
you taking it or walk. That's what happens once the door closes on an opportunity like that.
On that 8.
4 is the highest you'll get.
Because they're it's like essentially, and this sounds
I'm betting
fucked
against myself.
Right.
It's
a business decision.
It's absolute.
It's like I could get it for cheaper.
I tell people this all the time. The NFL's a business. And if you don't realize that, your ass need to get out of it.
Would you ever coach?
No, the hours are too long. I like camps. I like kids. I like kids who want to work. You know, you got a camp or something like that. I'll come in, 90 minutes, 2 hours. You know, I'll work with them. I do that all day long. But shh, you know how fucking coaches put in them damn hours?
It's long, right?
That's a 6 o'clock damn coaches meeting, and that's if you lucky.
Right.
They have it at 6 o'clock.
It's a hard fucking job.
6 o'clock coaches meeting. That means your ass is up out of your bed and in your car by 10 after 5, driving to the job because nobody wants to live on top of the damn facility.
Right.
At least a 30, 40-minute drive.
Right.
Now you go ahead, traffic. Come on. So you got to get to the job, get yourself situated. Now you have a staff meeting. And this is the thing that got me. Who's my defensive coordinator? Who's my head coach that's now finna yell at me about what this dumbass didn't do after I done sat there for 5 days on the road, spoon-feeding his ass like applesauce?
It's not for you.
No! I would have a higher sense of what you can get done than you would.
I got you.
And I can't, because I can see it.
I got you.
And I wouldn't be able to understand why you can't see it. That's why most great players aren't great coaches.
Right.
It was the little grunt that was over there looking at everything that now can break that down for somebody.
Because
you know
the expectations and what you see, and it's just the different fucking thing.
Somebody, one of my friends told me, he was like, listen, asshole, we all ain't a fucking first ballot Hall of Famer. Turn it down.
Said that to you?
Yeah. Turn down the observing and the you didn't see that, you didn't catch
like
that.
Like Mr. fucking know-it-all. You're like the A student answering all the questions in the front.
With your hand up.
Like we're not we're just trying to get by here. Fuck no, I didn't have my fucking hand up. I was fucking sleeping, telling you to shut the fuck up, man. I
was in the back. No,
but on the football field, but you know what I'm saying.
No, I learned that you had to pick your spots because if you just keep beating them upside the head, they'll eventually think that they're stupid. If you say it to them enough times, they'll eventually think it. So you have to give them some words of encouragement, and you just have to find a better way to lead them. That's all it is. If you lead your team and you lead it with the 9 fists and not rose petals all the time, sometimes, you know, changing it up, they'll hate you to death. And I don't have many of my teammates that hate me. A couple do.
And listen.
I'll take it. I can't please everybody, but I'll take more that fight for me than the ones that won't.
All right. Fucking Warren Sapp. You started your podcast. What's the name of your podcast?
Route99.
Route99.
Yeah.
Listen, I want to see Gruden. I want to see Warren Sapp, Brett Favre. Open the fucking Rolodex.
I got it.
You and Shaq.
I got it. I promise you, brother.
You could shut down the podcast.
I promise you, brother. I'm
yeah, little fact checking.
No. Yeah. I don't go without that. I love that part.
You know the fucking deal.
Yeah, but I'm getting old and my CTE act up sometimes. When that shit act up sometimes, boy, you forget. I was in the middle of going down the damn draft and forgot the quarterback I was talking. I mean, just draw the blank. My producer right there beside me, he can't say shit. I'm looking at him like, well, fuck it. Let's just rewind this and figure out how we got out of this. Let's just unwrap it. You just got to unwrap it.
You made a joke about that. Now, what is your take on CTE? Like, only Warren Sapp can pull that off.
You know what? You have to, because I was in an age where we went to training camp to get in shape and decide who were the 53 tough badasses that was going to leave there, because
meaning you were banging.
We ran ISO draw. I mean, straight.
What is that? Speak layman's football terms.
I formation. I am the fullback. You are the Mike linebacker. You are 4 yards, 5 yards back behind the ball, and I'm a good 4.5 yards behind the ball too. And the guard in the center are going to open this A gap, and me and you are going to run into each other. And I'm going to see if I can destroy you to let the running back run off my shoulder and go for 3 more yards. And you're going to see if you can go through me, boom, knock me over, and make the tackle for a gain of 1. And we used to do this 8, 9 times each time we started drill. That was the lead play.
Is that where you think a lot of the damage came from guys from your era and before?
The pounding. Because
not even in the games.
Hey, you know what we used to say? Straight ahead, no fair dodge. Hit it like you live it. Hard and fast. Get wet. I'm talking about boom, boom, boom. And I used to look at this like, there's just got to be a better way, because I see the wall, but there should be 5 options for me. That's over, under, left, right, and through. I didn't like the through. The through hurt. I go through for certain occasions. NFC Championship games, Super Bowl, playoffs. And sometimes you got to go through. But I don't want to go through every day. And I remember those month-long training camps. Shit, they used to have 3-a-days with Ray Perkins down in Tampa. Yeah, 3-a-days. Unbelievable. So, I mean, you ever heard of the Oklahoma drill?
Explain what it is. I've heard of it.
2 people laying on their
Lay
back.
back to back.
Yep.
I mean, head to head.
Yeah, head to head. No, but about 5 yards, 3 yards apart from each other. I blow the whistle. We both roll over and see who's going to get up
who's
first.
got the ball?
No ball. Get up and run into each other.
That's it.
That's it.
That's what the drill's for.
You remember that? You saw the girls on the beach when they ran into it on the internet?
Yes.
Basically that. But they got off the ground and got up without the ball. That. And that was a drill everybody did. You went down the line. Oklahoma, you and you. You and you. I still see that today. When you're talking about the accumulation of sub-concussion hits, because that's what we're talking about. We're not talking about the knockout, boom, the one you clearly see. We're talking about the one that,
the dings.
Yeah, the dings.
The zzz.
What I tell parents all the time, would you take your 10-year-old and hit him upside the head 300 times as he was on his way out the door to go to school? Then why the hell do you allow Sam, the Wall Street guy, or whoever the hell the guy that got the money that now, coaches the team on Saturday, to do that to your child? Are you kidding me? Let's get them into chess clubs, tennis, basketball, swimming. You know what I tell black parents all the time? You know why there's only one Tiger Woods? Because Earl Woods took his damn kid to the damn golf course. You know why there's only one Venus and Serena? Because Richard Williams took them 2 damn girls to the tennis court. I bet you because I've seen Monfils, the Frenchman. And I know it's some kids out there with some hand-eye coordination with a racket if you set them in the middle. Come on, man.
There should be motherfuckers.
On, right?
I think black American kids
can do anything.
Soccer.
Listen,
in worldwide,
when we let the little boy,
there's money in that shit.
The Davis boy swim, he went and got him a gold medal. Gabby, whenever we see one in any of these other sports, they go get that gold medal.
There's money in soccer.
Listen, there's money, plenty of it, dog.
So do you think,
we don't expose our children to it because we're so centralized with football and basketball. We've left baseball alone to the Latinos. Hey, man, they tell you, we got a black player, it was David Ortiz in Boston. I'm like, there's no brother's name Ortiz. Right. The hell out of here.
Right. Right.
Now they got one named Mookie.
Right.
Right up the alley.
That's it.
Right up the alley. Oh, God.
Warren Sapp, we did the collab, the Killer Collab podcast.
The Killer Collab podcast. I like that. Oh, my
Hall
brother.
of Famer.
Oh, fucking Rapaport. Out of here.
This was dope.
Yeah.